see if the players are perhaps as fired up as the crowd was when they were watching the old Fibros versus Silvertails vision during the warm-ups here at the Footy Stadium tonight. Benji Marshall with the kickoff, not a deep one. It'll go down to be taken at the 10 by Matt Orford, who almost coughed it up on the first catch. He just reeled it back in at game to Perry, and he was tackled inside his own 20. Watmo now taking it down the short side, working on that left edge with Maddai, who takes a chance to run from dummy half off the back of Watmo's first hitter. Here he is again, getting another catch. And a chance to offload as it came back to Matt Orford. No touch there. Play on is the call. Picked up very nicely by Jamie Lyon, but he was wrapped up equally quickly there by Chris Lawrence. Now Glenn Stewart out of dummy half to take it across the 40-metre line. They'll play it here on the last and kick from around about the halfway through Matt Ballon. His kick will go down in behind Shannon Gallant, who's been something of a revelation at fullback. Getting a chance with Moulton, of course, moving up into the number 7 jumper. He slipped over right there. There was a little bit of dew on the ground here tonight, but he recovered in time.
That part of the game has been impressive for Manly. Matt Ballon's kicking game. We've spoken about the pressure Jamie Lyon takes off Matt Orford in respects to kicking the football. Matt Ballon's done a great job over the last couple of months.
Here's Marshall. Pass, not a great one for Bryce Gibbs to try and reel in. He did well, the big front rower, to take it in that left hand and make a clean catch of it. Marshall from well inside his own 40, looking for a 40-20. It bounced onwards, and it will be a 40-20 for the Tigers to get this one going.
An excellent start from the West Tigers, Benji Marshall.
Neither kicking early in the tackle count as well, with no pressure there on Marshall. Oh, a mix-up at the back of the scrum. Moulton obviously thought there was a little set play on from the back of the scrum. The lock forward wasn't aware of it, and Moulton had to recover to get to the ball in time. They take it forward through Gibbs. Stopped there by Perry and also Matt Ballon. Farah at dummy half, going himself, taking them on. Had to spin his way across, stopped on his own line, or on the Manly line rather, by Perry and also Chris Bailey. Now they'll try and go through Corey Payne, and he has a little set to there with Anthony Watmo, who was never onside according to the referee.
And defensively, Manly need to be tight around the middle.
Benji Marshall gets the flags in the air, and it is the Tigers who will play from in front tonight. They lead Manly 2 points to 0. Now Payne knocked back to the ground again. Might have thought he was getting another penalty as Farah comes out of dummy half. A deflection, a grab by Tony Williams. He'll have it for Manly as he tries to motor away. We'll get an offload away to Watmo. He'll try and wind up, can't do so. So he flops it back to Jason King. And eventually the Tigers make the tackle.
Well, we spoke about the tactics of the West Tigers. Tony Williams will be getting plenty of those sort of kicks in and behind. Didn't get the direction right. But Tony Williams will be asked to do plenty of work in that area tonight, retrieving kicks, taking high shots.
Chris Bailey back in Tigers territory as it goes from Orford. Away to Perry. Back on the angle, stopped there by Corey Payne and also Todd Payton. Orford again. We'll put a kick up, some pressure here on Shannon Gallant, who gives away plenty of height. He flew to the air, and then Matai got to him before he was back on the green stuff.
Manly, when you throw long balls like that, when you play so far away from a defensive line that loves to slide, you're just playing into their hands. When you play against Manly, who love to slide, someone needs to straighten it up, and you need to have someone pushing into the hole and someone out the back. You need to have that lead and that switch play. You just play long ball away from the line, they'll eat it up all day.
Todd Payton getting a breather. Tim Sheens. Tigers make their first change. And the Seagulls likewise as Jason King works it forward. He stopped, driven backwards in a good tackle. Out there is John Skandalis coming off the bench to take the place of Todd Payton. Here's the ball from Orford, back on the inside from Watmo. Hasn't he done plenty of this in recent times? What a tackle by Shannon Gallant. He gets up to go again. And he linked up with Maddo on his outside. They might have scored. Here's Ballon going to Orford. They work it to the right-hand side. It stops there with Jamie Lyon, though. Grabbed by Ellis. He'll play it for Stewart. They go back towards the uprights. Bailey giving it off for Orford, a ball out the back, quick hands from Ballon, away to Robertson, comes to Farah on the last, he kicks for the in goal, not a bad one either. Gallant under pressure, we'll watch it. Back deep into West Territory. Watmo, nothing doing there, although he fended away from the first attempted tackle by Scantalis. Just inside the Tigers 10. Ballon comes to Orford. He goes to Stewart, out the back with a halfback again. Here's Robertson on the angle towards the corner. Marshall, with some help from Lawrence, is able to stop him pretty solidly. Orford grubbering once again. Good hands initially, and then very clever work by Robbie Farah to knock it backwards. Then he almost coughed it up, and in the end paid a high price by being slammed to the turf.
Well, they need to be composed here, the Tigers. The surge is coming from Manly, and the Tigers have looked a little bit shaky. Farah, was he looking to offload then? After just getting the football back, they need a good set of six here, the Tigers.
They are making hard work of it. Here is Bryce Gibbs. Stopped there by Ballon and also Warford. I'll take it down to the last here is Corey Payne. Tries to work it up towards his own 40. A kick from Marshall again from inside the 40. And once more, they go over the head of Tony Williams, who has a chance to wind up here. Again, just coasts initially, and it gives him the chance to once more get up in his face, and they stop him inside his own 30.
Well, that was better initial contact. Robertson half through a gap, but that's where they need to pick up their defence, the West Tigers. Their initial contact shocking. Watmo, along with all the others, as they get a penalty, continue to bust out of tackles.
Made the tackle and gave away the penalty and was probably happy to do so as Kite. They're playing here about 5 out from the Tigers line. Manly looking for their first points of the night still deep into the first half. George Rose is out there and he will play it right in front of the uprights. Ballon showing it, and again back on the inside for Stewart using his feet. Got a ball away for Bailey, who will be held up.
Held up, tackle 3.
Able to stop him about 5 metres out. Matai for Orford. He comes across to Bailey. Now Stewart. Lawrence jammed in quickly and made a good stop. They'll keep it going to the right-hand side. Lyon rubbering, taken on the full by Marshall with nobody in front of him.
George Rose.
Big Georgie is chasing. He won't get there. And Benji will run 95 metres. And the Tigers get the first 4-pointer of the game.
We've also slid well with Benji Marshall inside him. Here he goes.
Walking back beautifully.
Their defence tonight. You know, the last 5 weeks, their 2 losses have came against the Dragons and the Melbourne Storm, and they've been narrow. They've been narrow losses, but they've been defending well. They haven't conceded a huge amount of points. And the Tigers, when they're at their best, yes, they are good with the football, but they defend so well.
Here they are playing it through Scandalis as Farah looks to try and come into his own late in the first half. He was almost away, but popped the ball straight to Anthony Watmo. And it gives the Seagulls a chance to hit straight back. And just outside the Tigers 20, here is Watmo getting plenty of touches. He's only 5 minutes out when they stop him. Ballon back to Warford, grubbering once again, off the foot there of Tim Moulton, who soccers it forward. He's racing with Watmo, he shepherds him off the ball, comes up with it, Williams is there, he gives it away, Ashford fending, trying to stay alive, and the Tigers have it just outside the 20. What a play by Tim Moulton, racing down the middle of the field through Ellis. Good tackle by David Williams, a long way from his right wing. Gallant for Lawrence. Marshall on his outside. Kite makes the stop. 5 metres out. A huge set of 6 defensively for the Seagulls on their own line. Farah rubbers. It's a good one. The bounce is even better. It was room service for Bo Ryan. The Tigers are in, and they make it an even dozen the lead.
Great awareness there by Robbie Farah.
They're over chasing, they're trying to get to the outside, and then on the back of some poor fifth tackle options, the Tigers have pounced. Let's see where Manly are at.
dummy half. Just under 7 minutes remaining as Maddai has it to Ballon. They work it down the left-hand side of the field through Shane Rodney. Consternation up there in the Manly coach's box, as you would imagine. With the scoreline, as Stewart looks to rectify that. Here's a ball back on the inside for Robertson to Lyon, and what a catch by the galloping ant, Shannon Gallant, who's turning them inside out. Oh! Until he ran into the shoulder, the very significant shoulder of Anthony Watmough. Now Ashford, he gets away from them. They're off and running once again. The Tigers, aren't they hot to trot on Monday Night Football? Farah, he goes to Maltu. Here's Payton who's back out there. Good ball for Marshall with some room to move. Lovely play. Lawrence for the take. They take Taniela Chiriaki.
The energy levels are high and they've got great belief.
They've got plenty of belief. It would have been even better at 20 points to nil, but 18-0 it is. They might almost have enough points here to win this one already. Gallant goes to Ellis. Byington working it forward. He'll play it just outside the 40. Play number 5 coming up. Benji Marshall getting the dummy half. They'll just take it through the forwards. Try and, at worst, make Manly work it away from their own goal line. Barely 30 seconds remaining in this first half, although Robbie Farah might be thinking the one he was. He skidded off the side of the boot with some pressure from Manly. Oh, now David Williams puts a kick in and goes it straight back to Benji Marshall. Now he grubbers for one of his wingers. Oh, and Michael Robertson comes across to take it out of play and end the first half. Pretty comfortably in the end. He had him in an awkward position. Marshall. Who gets away from them? Galea backing up down the inside. That was the last. They took the option to run it. Speaking of running hard, nobody does it better than Anthony Watmough. He popped the ball out the back and turned it over. Danny Galea it was who came up with it. Now Marshall coming back at them, putting the pressure on them straight away.
Well, that was the run they needed from Anthony Watmough, but he just didn't need to throw the ball. You need to stay composed. You need to build some pressure. They've still got plenty of time. Manly, they're capable of scoring these 18 points, but they won't if they start to panic.
Making the tackle at the 40-metre line. They'll almost take it back to the Manly territory here through Heinington. There is Brett Stewart. As little as 3 weeks away from rejoining the action. It'll be a bonus if it was only 3 weeks for Manly. As Farah's kick looks for the in-goal area. It will find it and will sit down as well. Now, oh, Williams looked up. He hasn't had a great night, has he?
Orford finds touch. They're 45 metres out from the Tigers' line. What can they produce? Kite carrying the ball forward. Lying on the tackle player too long.
Here's Watmough again, bouncing up to his feet once more as well, giving it off for Maddai, turning it on the inside for Williams, who's into a bit of space. He turned Galloway inside out, then fends away from Robbie Farah. Oh, he's still going! He's an absolute monster! He skiddled them. They didn't know which way he was going. And then when they finally caught up to him, nobody could make a tackle.
I thought he'd made the wrong decision a couple of times in that run. He ended up running. There was a little bit of space on the right-hand side. Watmough, the ability to bounce out of a tackle, get up onto his feet, offload to Maddai. He had 2 Tigers playing chase him on the outside. And then here's Williams. Decides to run straight at the man. Robbie Farah pushes him backwards. You just forget how strong he is. I thought the decision to run back at Farah was a wrong one and try and beat him on the outside, but he just carried Farah, Gallant, and whoever else was back there over the try line. Well, good play by Maddai.
Great play there by Maddai, and taking advantage of some over-enthusiastic West Tigers players. When you talk about your defence line, you need to keep your shape, you need to keep your space, and you need to move across together. They were too enthusiastic to try and shut down Maddai, and Orford converts, and by doing that, they opened up the space back on the inside for Tony Williams.
Field, he'll play it just outside the Manly 10 for Farah. He goes to Marshall. The ball back on the inside for Ellis. They were coming out of the line. Glenn Stewart was there, took a piece off him. And he was stopped by Perry and Orford. Gibbs going back to the short side. It bounced off a Tiger, straight back into the hands of Shane Rodney.
I was building nicely there for the West Tigers. Payton thought he saw numbers down the short side, just wrapped down the short side, and it bounced off his chest. For the Tigers, they look dangerous when Benji plays to the line as Watmo comes up.
As he did, of course, for the try not that long ago. Williams gives it to Orford under some pressure. Not a great kick as a result. And the Tigers won't play at it. Robertson caught it. Here's a chance from Stewart to Farah. He gives it to Williams for the corner. And we need to go upstairs to take a look.
If he gets this down, it is a dead set miracle. No, he's out.
They are very close to wrapping up this game.
It wouldn't surprise me they look to run the football on last tackle down Tony Williams' side of the field. Williams is now dropping way back downfield. Just wondering whether the Tigers may be setting it up for a run play.
Here's King playing it at the halfway line as they go through Ballon to Stewart. Quick hands, too quick for Ben Farah. Just about an hour gone here on Bundy Rum Monday Night Football. The Tigers, their points coming in the first half, the back of 3 tries, 3 long-range tries at that. Farah goes back to Scandalis. He gives it off to Marshall. Now Ellis, a ball away to Lawrence and a bit of room to move. Coming across, Matt Orford making another important tackle for Manly. Marshall again. Links up with Farah this time. He cuts one out to give it to Ashford. A chance for the Tigers. He beats one. Still going is Ashford. Stopped only a metre out by Jamie Lyon. Last play. Ryan feeds it deep for Farah. He goes even wider still. Here's Marshall. He feigned to cut it out. A kick in behind Williams, who slipped and then recovered. Harassed there by Watmo, who made an important stop, and Moulton was able to get up to his feet, give it to Ashford once again. And here's Orford on both sides of the field making important tackles. He's everywhere. Farah thinking the one will take the one to make it a 13-point game.
Kicking back down Williams' wing.
Good run by Jason King. Tim Sheens on the bench. Be doing it easy by any stretch. Here's a lovely ball from Orford to Watmo once again. He runs towards Gallant. He runs away from Gallant. What a finish we have coming up here. And it's the old firm who've given it to us. Orford for Watmo. You just can't count them out. Yeah, they took the quick 2, of course. It now makes it 19 points to 12, just 7 points between them. This is a massive couple of minutes coming up here for the Tigers.
Well, you would think Manly have a surge in energy here. After points, the last time they had points, they turned it over cheaply. Their next 3 sets, they turned it over. They really need something here, this Manly side. They're only 7 points out of the game. Championship qualities are showing now. If you want to defend your title, you show us what you got. You lay your cards on the table.
And they're playing some football once again from inside their own 20. Good hands to the right-hand side, but well read in the end by Chris Lawrence to cut down Glenn Stewart. They've warmed to the task. The longer this game has gone on, they've made some big meters through their big men down the middle of the park in the last 5 minutes. The likes of Jason King has been good since coming back on the field.
His run set up that play then for Orford. It gave Orford and Watmo a little bit of time and gave Orford a chance to sum up the defence and who to take out and where for Watmo to run. And that's a strong tackle. Ben Farah coming from the right. Matt Ballon actually.
There's Perry over the top of Bo Ryan. 12 minutes remaining. 7 is the gap. Scandalis set upon. Look at the intensity from Manly defensively. Jason King it was again. He loves to mix it up and get involved in the tackle on the ground, try and work them over. With a face there from, hand in the face at least from Chris Bailey. They're trying to rev themselves up. Marshall, his kick This time, taken cleanly by David Williams. We won't do with Tony Williams and waste some precious seconds by faltering before he gets going. He puts the foot down straight away. He'll play at about 35 out from the Tigers line. Play number 5 for Orford to go at them. Another ball, this time back on the inside for Watmough. He loses it. Picked up by Orford. They want 6 more tackles, but won't get it. Now Georgie Rose winding up. He's scored plenty in recent times. He'll play it just outside the 10. Fends Corey Payne away. Lyon kicks for the corner. Some pressure on Tuiaki. Williams batted it back infield. It came off Benji Marshall. And Manly have 6 more tackles. Here's Lyon giving it to Bailey. This could be the game right here for the Tigers. On their own line. Defending a full set of 6 and Perry running at them. Stopped only just by Scandalis. Ballon goes back to the short side. Glenn Stewart on the angle. Good hands. A wild pass tapped on by Orford. They're playing Fiji 7s. Watmough continues the trend. Picked up by George Rose, who tries to wind up once again. And he had his pockets picked by Blake Ashford.
What a game Ashford's had. He's been brilliant with the ball. That's a huge play.
Manly will bring it back out for a restart at the 20. Toddy Payton about to come back on. Less than 7 minutes remaining. Manly a quick restart and Stewart was almost away. Again, grabbed by the old Maggie in the black and white, John Scandalis. Matai running, fending, getting away from the fenders. He's still going. He's picked up 35 metres. He'll play at 25 away from the Tigers line. Here's Hall to Orford. He goes across to Jamie Lyon. The Tigers, perhaps, playing for their season. Here's Bailey for Stewart. He goes to Corey Payne. He stopped 10 metres out. 2 tackles left. Lyon, with not much happening. Now he links up with Orford. Here's Robertson on the outside of Moulton. He did well. The halfback made a legs tackle. He had to make a tackle. Matai back to Orford. Grubbering off the uprights. Off the uprights. Straight to the hands of an Englishman.
Just over 5 minutes left in this one. Benji will try and put it as far downfield as possible. Didn't get all of it. 40 out.
And we saw John Morris also just coming onto the field, getting a chance after 74 minutes. A couple of very fresh men on the field late in the game for both sides. There is Morris in the defensive line. Manly have it inside the Tigers 30 as Ballon. Turns it back on the inside for Watmough. He's off again. He's off again. And he's scoring again. What a player Anthony Watmough is.
Well, he makes more tackle breaks than any other forward in the game. He's got great leg speed and he just surges through a hole. And Manly once again drifting across the paddock and turning the ball under. And Watmough finding himself in some space. We are in for a thrilling final 4 minutes.
What about how tacklers just fall off Anthony Watmough? That's nothing against the tacklers. I can't believe Watmough, the ability to bust through a defender. Watmough, Orford makes the difference 1. Second half, he's got 11 up his sleeve.
Here's George Rose bringing it back and leaving Tigers in his wake. One of them was Robbie Farah. Ballon to Glenn Stewart. They were backpedaling on that left-hand side of the field. It is all the Seagulls in the run to the post. Bailey getting back to his feet, going again, giving it to Jamie Lyon. They are coming home with the wettest of sails. Lyon plays it for Farah. They'll spread it from Hall to Orford. A long ball for Matai. Good hands up against Moulton. Here's Williams once again. Tony it is. Levelled this time by Danny Galea. But they're just outside the Tigers 40. Orford to Watmough. The maroon and white extra set missile. He's gone ballistic again here tonight to get them back into the game. Matai. Orford. Field goal from 33 metres is wide to the right. for the night. Here's Moulton coming across to Danny Galea, getting away from Orford's tackle. Not that, though, of Anthony Watmough. On the last, kick through Benji Marshall, trying to hook it away from Michael Robertson, who had an air swing. Now he's under pressure. They come, not in time to stop him in the in-goal area, but he's only 8 metres out from his own line.
Well, here we go.
20. That's cost him 20 metres.
It has. With Tony Williams running from dummy half. Is the quick spread onto the right. Whatever they do, they need Watmough involved. He has to find something with 1.5 minutes to go. He's been their most likely.
Orford, they do go right. Good hands by Glenn Stewart. It was a terrible pass. He picked it up in the one motion. Lyon giving it to David Williams, who comes inside Ben Farah for a run.
Well, they had the numbers, they just didn't have the room.
Inside 90 seconds remaining. A good pass. Lovely ball from Hall to Orford. Watmough replies once again to Orford. Here's Manai. He keeps it alive to Watmough. Watmough again. Dumping it to Ballon. It goes to Ben Farah. The Tigers absolutely desperate. Hanging on by a fingernail. Last play. Orford once again. That's charged down. 6 more for Manly. Robertson has it. 18 metres out in the 80th minute. Glenn Hall showing it is a metre short. An unbelievable finish we have. Ballon gives it to Orford. He showed it to Watmough. He keeps going. He gives it to Williams. The ball goes out and the Tigers win a famous victory.
What about that passage of play there from Manly? Before the 6 to go call, the hands from Matt Orford. On 3 or 4 occasions, how he handled the ball. The balls were coming out the back at speed.
Very rarely do I see him react.
Time on when the ball goes in. Okay, so stay still.
He knows the importance of it. A fantastic comeback from Manly, and have failed at the final hurdle. And the Tigers, with 5 seconds to go, have kept their season alive.
Here's Bo Ryan taking it from dummy half. That'll do it. The siren sounds, and the Tigers just might be finals bound in 2009.